Okay, what I've done is I've gone through the 3 magazines and I've just basically pulled out anything that I think I might be able to use. The good thing about the Breathe magazines is that they actually have small pictures of some of the pages that are inside the magazine. And what I thought, this one, I like the paintbrush image, I like the tree, I like the little girl. I could probably use some of these other images. Look, I might use them for making little tags, or they may be used in backgrounds. So what I'll do is I'll just very quickly go through some of the pictures or pages that I've ripped out. Lovely bird, I thought I'd be useful. I like the colours on this one. Not sure how I will use it yet, but I do like the colours. Now this was very convenient because they're actually already, and I think these will probably, I might use for my butterfly journal that I'm going to make. So I might put those to one side. I like the paintbrush picture again. There's a few things. These ones I thought would be great little tag pictures. The colours on this one I thought was great. This one I thought probably I could use those as backgrounds. I've got a butterfly, so I kept that one. I love that design. I love the purple as well, and same with this one. Again, I think a background or something. Oh, this one here I thought was a lovely page. Not sure how I'll use it, but I'll use it somehow. The other back cover, again, some small images I can use. The colours in this one, colours again, possibly ripped up for a background. Same with this one, and I like the images there, those silhouette people. There's also some nice colours on the other side as well. Same with this one. Look, I don't know, maybe I'll use it for a background or something. I love that image, beautiful flowers. I thought I could use that somewhere. A background page, or possibly again in my butterfly journal, that one there, and again the tree in the black and white, which I'll use for something. The image there I really like, again the purple, some flowers. I thought that would be very useful for something. Some smaller images, particularly that flower background, I thought would be nice on a tag. This one, I thought maybe some of these little pictures would be great. These ones are by Megan Griffiths, and she has an Etsy store. Thought they were particularly cute. Again, this one is some sort of it's a calendar on this side, but be useful for a background. Very colourful. The small images here again, I thought the flowers for the tag would be lovely. Excuse me. This one I thought I would use ripped up as a text background, but it was a different colour, so I thought that might be quite useful. And the bikes might be useful on that one. Love these images of, these are Australian flowers. So I've got the eucalyptus, the Stewart Desert Pea, it's a daisy, a waratah. So I thought I might be able to use those on something. This one I just like the image, just a random, I don't know, I'll use it for something. These I thought again for tags, little tags or something. And again, same with the colours, I thought would be useful. Little image there's cute, and a ground here I thought was quite useful. These I thought would be nice for cutting out somewhere and putting on something, a journal or something. So they were the ones that I just randomly selected, and I'll just pile those up. And when I want to use them, I'll grab some out.
Okay, so now I'm ready to start my actual butterfly journal, and what I've done is I've gone through the magazine pile that I had, pulled out a couple of images. None of them really sort of grabbed my interest. I've also gone through my paper packs and pulled out the pages that I think I'll be able to use. I've also got my watercolour paper, the Derwent brand one. This particular piece I did choose, and I chose because I liked the purple colours. I didn't like this image though, so I will probably cover that with the watercolor paper. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start cutting down my other papers to fit. I used this one as a guide because it was the smallest image that I had. Now I'm just cutting or measuring and cutting down the other pages. I use a ruler and a blade to cut the paper simply because I'm used to doing it. I've always done it. Not used to using a paper trimmer that much, so I just find it easier to use the blade and the ruler. Alright, as you can see, I've cut down all the paper from the paper pack, and now I'm just folding them in half and just burnishing the edges so that they fold nicely and slotting them all together. So since they only have single sides, I've got plenty of white to use as well. And quite happy with that. Bit of variety in there to use. And just flicking through the pages. Now what I did decide is I forgot to put this one in, so I'm going to actually cut it to fit on one of the pages. So I've got rid of the writing that was there, and just gluing it down onto one of the pages. And I'll be able to use that as a background as well. It also breaks up that double white page too. Just trimming off the edges so that they're all nice and even. That's a little bit of my OCD coming in. Okay, and that's the basis of the journal. Now what I am going to do is make the front cover, and I've chosen this particular piece of paper to use as the front cover. And I'm also going to use that green spotted one for the back cover, and I'm just trimming it to make sure it's the same size. And I'm going to put a piece that joins the two together so that it makes a complete piece, and just gluing the sides and putting it together. And trimming it off so it's nice and even, and then folding it. Just burnish it so it stays together, and that will be my front cover. And I'm using the corner punch to round the corners, and just a quick flick through. Now what I did do is I paper clipped it all together to hold it in place, and use the sewing machine to sew down the center so it's all sewn in now. Now I'm thinking about the front cover. What I decided, because it is my butterfly journal, I've stamped all the letters for butterfly onto some white cardstock, and now I'm using a circle punch to cut out each of the letters individually. And once I've done that, I have to look at how I'm going to place them on the front cover. Obviously butterfly is quite a long word, so it's not going to go across, so I had to go down the page, and I was quite happy with that. It did look alright. So now I'm just going and distressing the edges of each one. And once I've done that, I've just glued them down with the glue stick. Actually really happy with how this looks. I thought it looked really good. Now just having a quick think, what else do I need to do? I've got the label maker out, so I'm typing the word journal, and I'll print that, cut it, and just do a bit of trimming, distress the edges, and I'm going to just peel the backing off and stick it down. So quite happy with that. Does need something else. So what I did decide to do is I grabbed out my butterfly images that are from Maremi Small Art, so Marta's butterflies, and I've had a look and just having a look which one I think would suit the journal the best, and I did decide on the yellow butterfly. These images you can actually buy from Marta. If you go to her YouTube channel, you will find on one of her YouTube videos a link to, I think it's her Etsy shop that I got them from. And I've used them on a couple of things actually. They're quite versatile being butterflies. You can add to them as well. You can add extra colour if you like, which I did on one of my other projects. But I've just left this one yellow. I thought the yellow suited the background. Wasn't too overpowering, but bright enough to stand out. Okay, and just placing it to where I would like it to be. And I thought that looks going to look quite nice on there. Getting the glue stick and gluing it down. And that's when I realised that I hadn't distressed the edges, so just grabbing the black soot and going around the edges so they stand out a little bit more, and now gluing it down. Making sure it's stuck down on all the edges, and really quite happy with how that turned out. And that's my finished journal. And now I can start doing some painting in there, making some pages. Once again, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed that, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.